Hello everybody, hopefully you're having a nice day or night. Today I'm going to be covering the Divine Grace spawn. Now of all the games, of all the videos I've ever watched, this is the only one, when I first saw this, that actually decided to give... Dang it, I missed it again. Hold on. I'm going to show you this. This is very interesting when I first thought this. Sherlock Holmes, the Leggings is what I thought. Then it said promising successor. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was wrong about this. They were actually onto something. Well, stutter butter there. They were actually onto something. That guy the old guy from Family Guy, the one that always talked about red popsicles and basements. Yeah, they definitely are onto something. Anyways, this is not recommended for free-to-play players. This is recommended for limited whales, or I don't even know what to call them. Big whale, shark whales, almighty whales, super whales, Super Saiyan whales, Super Saiyan whales 2, whatever you want to call them. The big spenders, the ones that throw money at spawns like they're in a strip club. Because no matter what you see here in the feature gear, it will not be in the spawn, even though they have an SSR rate of 12.02 besides Detective Holmes, but he has no rates up. All the other featured stuff, the armor, weapons, will not be in the gear spawn or the medals. They don't have in the medals either. By the way, if you get a couple medals and you don't know what to do with them, if you're new to this, you could get the Meow clothing. I can recommend that. Late gamers, I'd go for the ether stuff. That way you don't entirely lose out on this. It's legitimately only findable through the jackpot. And let me explain how the jackpot works. You're more likely to get the Divine Grace medal, 700. Feature gear, you're only going to get maybe around 2 to 3 jackpots around your second or third jackpot, and then it's kind of the same rotation, and then if something scrolls mythical, you're lucky if you get it at all. And out of 6 of these, one of these is the jackpot. And then this is what the other 5 hold. In Sherlock Holmes, I rate this monster 7 out of 10. It's not bad. No, it's a really good monster, but mostly everything it does, not mostly everything it does, a few things it does, like the boost stats, it does it to yourself. It casts Pierce on all allies. I'll have the buffs below. That's not a bad buff. It's a pretty good buff. Cast Kismet on all allies is a good buff because it helps get rid of your debuffs. And then reduce physical or magical damage taken by all allies to 0 for 2 times, not 2 seconds. It is good for monsters that have those percentages attacks, and at certain HP they activate it, and no matter your defense, they're always going to lower your HP at that certain level. Or it's good for player versus player if they somehow manage to survive. Then they got reducibility cooldown times, so that way you have a quicker gap between your attack and not. So that way you do more DPS. And then the all stats boosting effect is increased by 5% per each skill level. Now these weapons right here, there are a lot of other weapons that are just like these that do the same thing, even though they're 32 costs. These weapons are good, don't get me wrong, but there also are a lot of other featured weapons that out there that do the same thing. And then we move on to the chocolate armor, or the cocoa armor. I said that wrong like 3 times. Reflection reduction is used for PvP, or player versus player. It's not used for player versus enemy at all. You're not going to use it at all for player versus enemy. So if you don't play player versus player at all, I would not worry about this stuff at all in the near future. It helps with reflection reduction, whether it's by armor skills or it's by mirror wall or whatever reflection you have, so that way you take less damage. Then the Stellar God weapons are really good because they reduce cooldown ability by 20%, and you can stack it twice, so it can be by 40%, so you're doing a lot more DPS. 32 cost weapons as well, and they have the chance to massively. They have the regular testament ability as their first thing in the skill. Then there's the Stellar God armor, 33 cost, really good, and then it has for damage reduction XL. Now this is a really good skill because it reduces physical and magical damage taken. It's not physical damage reduction XL or magic damage reduction XL, because you can only stack a skill twice. Physical and magical reduction damage XLs count as the same thing. So if you were to have 2 physical damage reductions and 1 magical damage reduction, it's either going to go with 1 magical damage reduction and 1 physical damage reduction, or the 2 physical damage reductions. It by choice. So this really helps with that. It helps you stack both physical and magical damage reduction twice, and it's a defensive constant skill. It's always going to activate during battle, guaranteed. So yep, that's that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you had a good day. Before I do so, if I didn't cover the... Oh, nope. Before I forget, monster ticket. This is very interesting because they don't have Sherlock Holmes in here at all. The golden ticket does not contain Sherlock Holmes. Well, instead it contains all these monsters. I found that pretty interesting. So I think it's worth 5,000 medals. I'd probably go for it if I had gems. That's the only thing I'd do for the spawn. That's it. See you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.